Good morning, friends. GP Singh. The point is very clear. आप लोग जिस तरीके से पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, जिस तरीके से आज की डेट में वर्कआउट कर रहे हैं, क्यू कार्ड्स को देख रहे हैं, डेफिनेटली आपके दिल के अंदर जो उमंग आ रही है वो मुझे समझ में आ रही है. बेटा, where there is will, there is way. When you are putting an effort, 101% आपका पेपर क्लियर होगा. The time when we are talking something about cue cards, it is always about the ideas and the words that flow along with the ideas. आज का जो क्यू कार्ड आपसे करने वाला हूं, ये 10 दिन पहले मेरे एक स्टूडेंट से टेस्ट के दौरान पूछा गया. This has been shared by one of my students who says, sir, मेरे को उस वक्त क्यू कार्ड सूझा नहीं because I am an unmarried girl. I did not had any experience, so probably this was a problem. While speaking, I could not say contribute my ideas to it. So I thought of why not share it with you. So the cue card was elaborate one instance when you spent a time with a child. Elaborate one particular instance that you spent time with a child. You have to say when this happened, who the child was, what experience you had with the child, and lastly, did you learn anything from it? तो ये हमारा क्यू कार्ड था. अगर क्यू कार्ड को समझा जाए, इसमें ऐसा कुछ कहा ही नहीं. भाई, आप अगर अनमैरिड है तो क्या हो गया? आपके भाई बहन की शादी हुई होगी, उनके बच्चे हुए होंगे, आप उनका एक्सपीरियंस बोल सकते हैं? नहीं, क्योंकि यहाँ पे उसने पूछा when did it happen. You can always say a couple of months back, say 3 months back, 2 months back. You can be specific. उसने आपसे पूछा कि who this child was. This was my nephew, niece, whatever you can say. What experience was. It was altogether a different experience because I am unmarried. तो आप वहाँ पे बोल सकते हैं I am unmarried, so this was altogether a different type of an experience. तो यहाँ पे उसने कहा did you learn anything from it? Oh yes. लाइफ हो तो बच्चे जैसी हो, इतनी सी बात थी. और क्या था? चलो आओ, लेट्स कंटेन ऑल दीज डॉट्स इनटू अ सर्टेन प्लेस एंड लेट्स स्टार्ट विद इट. तो यहां पर उसने मेरे से पूछा और मैंने क्या जवाब दिया होगा. दिस इज अबाउट 4 months ago when I had paid a visit to my sister's place who had delivered a baby couple of months back. I had come back from my college because I was living in a hostel there when this baby was born. So the time when I came back, I was full of all the efforts to be met so that I need to meet this child because this was the first child in our family. This little child was a nephew of mine. His name was Achan, and this Achan was altogether a different type of a child. I went to his place and it was so amazing that the time when I picked the child in my hands, he always wanted to be with me. This was altogether a different experience which I never had earlier. I had never picked up a small child even in my altogether in my school and of these hours. I have never picked up a small child in my life. So the time when I picked up this child, the child was very cozy. He was full of activities. The time when I played with him, he started nodding on whatever I used to say. Although Anchan was only about 5 months old, but he used to respond to whatever I asked him or whatever I was telling, he was nodding back. I played with him for the day long, and I felt as if it was just a minute which has passed by. I could not believe myself that it took me so much of a long time remaining with him exclusively, unknowingly, that I have come to my sister's place. I must say, reciprocate to elders there. I was so bent upon with this child that the entire time spent had gone just like a wind. Moreover, I learned how good it is to be a child because you are pampered throughout. I love this age. Thank you.